world isn't big enough to contain my badass.
Dudes, I'm Charlie Band, and we are all so excited about our Indiegogo campaign for Evil Bong's 666. Yes, this is our sixth Evil Bong movie. It's hard to believe. Made the first one around 10 years ago, and I think we're the only company making a series of movies about weed and craziness. I don't know anyone else is doing that, and I'm happy. Stay away. This has been fun, and we've been releasing these films now for the last 3 years on 420. And for those of you who don't understand what that means, it's April 20th, National Pot Day. So this campaign is, once again, like our prior campaigns. We've done this twice now with Indiegogo. We started off with Evil Bong High Five and Killjoy Psycho Circus. That worked great last year, and we made both movies, and we delivered the movies and sent out tons of perks and gifts to everybody who supported them. And then after that, we did an Indiegogo campaign to help supplement some dollars for Puppet Master Axis Termination, which I'm very proud of. It's still in post-production. We are slowly building all these unique effect shots and puppet shots and some animatronics and a little bit of stop motion. So hopefully April, May we'll have it done, and that was very helpful to be able to raise a little money to supplement our normal budget, because we're in this era, as you guys know, where the local video store is kind of a memory, and we're all finding ways to reconnect with people who grew up watching these movies. Luckily, first and foremost, we now have our Full Moon channel on Amazon. So if you go to Amazon, add-on subscriptions, look for Full Moon and subscribe. That's our home. That's where all the new releases come out, where we have our library, where I've licensed the movies from Blue Underground as well, and Something Weird, and Grindhouse movies, and even some super retro sexy movies on the Surrender Cinema line. So really happy about Amazon, and it's easy. If you're a member of Prime, you push a button, there's a free trial. And we're putting our heart and soul in there. But we also have our own fullmoonstreaming.com, and you can always get our DVDs from fullmoondirect.com or on Amazon physical. So we're out there, but in the old days we had the video store connection, and we were able to sell enough DVDs to make these movies and make a little profit and go on and make the next movie. Those days are gone, and now it's very hard to cover even a portion of the budget of these films. So we fund what we can internally, and the whole idea of the Indiegogo campaign is for some supplemental dollars that you guys contribute by signing up for perks and having fun and being part of this adventure. So it really does help. It helped a lot in Puppet Master, where the old days we would spend about $1 million on a Puppet Master film. Today it's maybe 20–25% of that. And the money we raised, which was almost $100,000 through Indiegogo, was a huge help. So again, thank you all for that. But right now, it's all about Evil Bong 666. The adventure continues, much crazier, more material in the Bong world. We have a section of the Bong world now called Sexy Hell, but it's going to be, I think, the most ambitious Evil Bong yet, with a lot of the characters you're used to coming back.
What the hell are you, anyway?
What the hell am I? What the fuck are you?
Here's Gingy.
And the perks are really awesome. The perks begin with a mug, an Evil Bong mug, and a signed copy of the DVD for a lower price, and graduates to things like an original stunt puppet, on-screen stunt puppet for $666. I know that sounds weird. I'm also excited because we introduced a new character in Evil Bong 666, the Ginger Weed Man. Yes, this is true. He is awesome, and I can't wait to see him alive and moving around and doing bad things. So we're going to have a few of the stunt puppets available of the Ginger Weed Man, along with maybe the Ginger Dead Man, and God knows what else, what other props may be available. But the perks and the tiers there's quite a few of them. The obvious ones, the movie, signed script, but we have some unique ones, like for instance, you can, for $100, become an executive producer on the Evil Bong 666. You'll be in the credits, which is kind of amazing. I invented this idea years ago when I went on the road and did my road shows, and we used to sell merch, and if you bought $100 of merch, you would get an executive producer credit on the next movie. And sure enough, we have probably 8 or 9 movies that have hundreds of executive producers on the end crawl. But it's cool. You can walk into a bar and say, dudes, I'm the executive producer of Evil Bong 666, and that could get you God knows what, and it's true. So that's kind of a cool perk. I guess the uber perk of all is if you have a couple grand, $2,500, You can be in the movie. We'll write you a part. It's a walk-on. You'll probably wind up in a scene in the weed shop. I don't know what's going to happen to you. You could say the line. You could be killed. You could get stoned. I don't know. We haven't figured that out yet. But there will be a limited number of perks for people who want to actually be in the movie. And to be in the movie is not just being in the film and having a line and being immortalized forever in the series.
That's insane.
But it's also hanging out on set, which is really cool. You kind of see how we put these films together. And we have some really cool resin statues which are going to be introduced. We of course have, and I have it here because I happen to love it, our very special Wheaties cereal. Okay, so it's a two-sided cereal box for those who haven't seen it. Inside here is real cereal. By the time you get it, the cereal may be stale, but don't open the box because it'll be worth like $1 million one day. So on one side it's Wheaties, okay, and on the other side it's Nookie Crisp. So not only is the cereal box a conversation piece, you put it in your kitchen, people think you're weird, but it will have the Evil Bong 666 DVD inside, plus some other goodies and goo-gaws and stuff. So anyway, all of this is extremely fun for us and hopefully fun for you. Evil Bong is an awesome series, and I don't know where it's going, but it's going there now with the Ginger Weed Man and the Ginger Dead Man and a few other surprises. God knows if we'll be making the Evil Bong 20 one day, but it's entirely possible. So once again, thank you. I appreciate everyone's involvement and how close we get to our fans. And I don't know what else to say. Support us, get a perk, be part of Evil Bong 666.
Get your little ass over here and smoke the shit.